So what I would like to do now is I would like to welcome Konstantinos Kafetsios. He will be talking about context, impact, emotion, expression, and perception. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the Academy for organizing such an interesting event. It's rare opportunities we have to interact in so many different disciplines, and thank you for me being here. I'm a social psychologist. This means that I approach my questions in an interface between person and situation and context. In this talk, I will share with you a line of research, which is quite topical, I think, and may raise some interesting questions about interface between AI and humans. I do social relations and emotions for the better part of my career. And the topic is about emotion, expression, emotion perception, a very human endeavor. You know, we interact with people's and emotions are very important there. Yeah. So the question has been approached by the affective computing people, and it has been alluded to by Manos Tsakiris in Manos Tsakiris' talk. Is it so simple? Is it just emotion and just picking up? And my argument is that the predominant paradigm in emotion perception involves a rather simplistic idea about emotion communication. It involves single faces and simple choices on those single faces. And one of the reasons that is because emotion is considered very individualized. My argument and some data I will share with you is that we should go beyond it, and we should develop a better understanding what's going on in emotion communication, and this will also give us a better understanding what's going on with AI interfaces. So our argument is context matters. This line of research really suggests that it's not only pattern matching that we're picking up, we're infusing our perception with perspective taking. And this perspective taking hasn't been appreciated very much so far. Going back to the theoretical backgrounds, emotion is really social. Emotion is a social thing. Be it emotion communication, regulating social behavior, the evolutionary significance, function, and functionality of emotion is really significant. So if you think about emotion, even if it's a phase, you should consider it in relation to the context, to the group, to the culture. Yeah. We have developed a paradigm, we developed a model and theory of emotion perception. We call it ACE, affect contextualized emotions. What we do is we don't show single faces, we show a group of people and we ask people to perceive, to detect the emotion of the central person. We vary the context, the facial expression with other people. What does this do, and what's the added information, the added value of this paradigm and the model is that we were able with this to associate ability to decode with different other things that hasn't been possible in the past in psychology. For example, prosocial characteristics, personality characteristics, attachment, being secure or insecure, quality of social interactions, having better quality of social interactions across cultures, higher well-being for people who are more accurate and less biased, higher socioeconomic status associated with higher emotion decoding, and gender, of course. Women are better than men. We distinguish accuracy from bias. These are two parallel processes. It's not the two ends of the same continuum. They are two different processes. They signify different things. A recent study, which is under review, suggests that our model really adds value to this, to the understanding of emotion perception. We did an fMRI study, and really our faces, contextualized faces, brought up information about perspective taking, social cognition. Single faces didn't. Now, more recent stuff with a group of colleagues from 12 different other cultures. We looked at culture-level predictors of accuracy and bias. And this is also telling of this other more extensive argument. We associate accuracy and bias in ACE with relational mobility, how much opportunity there are in different cultures to relate with different people. And there is much variation there. Inequality, long-term orientation, weak, strong ties networks. So not only we signify quality of social interpersonal interaction, but this kind of model can also tell us things about how cultures differ, or how groups differ, how people differ across different cultures. So when somebody considers emotion perception, we think we should use a more rich model. They should consider social situation. They should consider culture, but also evolutionary basis of these capabilities. Now, the current models, as far as I know them, I know part of the literature, of effective computing literature, they stress rather the social situation, they stress very much the dyadic or the individual level of analysis, but they haven't stressed the other levels of analysis. And this is, I think, it's worth considering. So, looking forward about convergence, our point of view of this, from our point of view, I think maybe it would be good to treat digital as different culture and to consider entraining this new culture on different levels, from a bottom-up and a top-down perspective, especially the group levels. Yeah. So, and also consider collective level processes. Again, I stress this is a new way of thinking about emotion perception, emotional interaction, and we think it adds a bit more complexity and definitely reference to the group level processes, which is necessary to consider when we properly understand both what's going on between humans, and of course, what will be going on, what's going on between a human and an agent. Thank you very much. And of course, I thank a big team of people. This research wouldn't be possible without the help from many different, my students in University of Crete and now in Czech Republic. And of course, Ursula has my long-term colleague from Humboldt University and all the other colleagues from abroad. Thank you very much.